Hello and welcome back, guys. So now in this video we will be adding the 3D structure to the coding component part of it. So now let me start off by just giving a transform. Okay, I'm gonna write um, you know rotate 3D, and I'm gonna give as 0.5, 0.86. So if you ask me how did I get these values, so I've just arbitrarily added some values, so it automatically changes the perspective. You can just play with these values after and from the, of course, Google developer, I mean the Chrome developer tools. So I'm gonna give this thing a position relative, right? So, and after that I guess we're pretty much sorted on this part. Yeah, so let's see how it looks. It looks like this. So now let's see what else do we have to fix. So in order to make it look, something like 3D thing, so we have to do a few things. So let me just do it. But before that, I'm gonna add few things. So if you see this thing, we'll add this random values and random thing over here. So actually very easy to do it. So let me find max profit with K transactions. All right, so now I'm gonna give this thing a div, and the class name as skeleton section. I'm gonna give deflex flex column. All right, and inside it we'll add some JavaScript, which is I'm gonna create an array of 5.fill, and I'm gonna write .map, and I'm going to, it's a map function. If you have already seen what is it, well and good. And I'm gonna write return. All right, in the return I will be returning a div. All right, and the class name would be skeletons, and the style that I'm gonna give, the width that I'm gonna give to it would be random. So width as math dot random 0.5 2.8 multiplied by 100. Alrighty. All right, cool. So now if you can see, it's you can see this particular thing. So let me show you what what I wrote over here is that I've added so for the skeletons, okay, for the skeletons I have added the height as 10, okay, and the width as 50%. So it's not gonna take more than that, even if it's random. Anyways, so on the margin would be 2 pixels, bottom, right, left, everywhere, and the background color would be a little bit light as the input color. All right. So and then after that, there is the skeleton section. Okay, which I don't think that's needed over there. Okay, just needed. Anyways, so now let's move forward and add the other section where we can add the red color skeletons. All right, so now let me you know write the same JavaScript line, like array dot 5 elements dot fill. All right, and dot map. So I'm just gonna return a value, empty div for now, and the class that I'm gonna give is skeletons. All right, and the styling that I'm gonna give is the same one as it is over here. I'm gonna play with the values, of course. All right, so let me just do it. Okay, so basically we are adding it to the same component, so it will just fill up. We can see. Yeah, cool. So every time I reload, it will be kind of random. So there you go. Anyways, let's move forward and add the animation, I mean like the red color values over here on the input section as well. Right, so now if you can see this inside the input, inside this thing where we have left everything empty, now inside this particular value I'm going to write, not inside it, inside the div, right? So I'm gonna write array 5 dot fill dot map. All right, so now I have to return a div, because and its class name. All right, its class name that I'm giving is dflex. Okay, dflex flex row and m by 2. So display flex, flex direction as row, and margin block 2. That's about 12 pixels, I guess. So the top and bottom. Anyways, so now let's move forward and I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Array of 5 dot fill. So I'm just creating random 5 elements, something like that, and I'm gonna write underscore index. Right, and I'm gonna write an if condition. If index is equals to 0 or index is equals to 3, then I'm gonna return just gonna write triple equal to. All right, if that is the case, then I'm gonna return div class name mx2. All right, and if that's not the case, and then I'm gonna return so I'm gonna give the class as input skeletons again. And let me just copy and paste the styling. If you do not understand any part, please rewatch the video. So the idea is very, very simple. So I'm just, spawning some random elements. So it will just spawn some elements over here, and then it will just again, so these are like the 5 elements, and inside that I'm spawning more elements, and in which I'm writing a condition where I is equal to 1 or 3. Then if do nothing, just put a empty div. That is the reason we are seeing these empty values. That's that, and just creating the random size of it. So that's how it basically works. So now comes the most awaited part, where we are supposed to add this perspective to it. So for that, we need to go to the styles.css. For that, I'm just going to show you about the hero section. So there's a section 2 class over here. So we need to take this class, all right, and go to styles.css and write the add the perspective and everything required things over here. All right, so let me just do that. So I'm gonna make the position as relative. All right, and perspective, the important thing, as 700 pixels. Perspective will basically change the way that we are looking it, and you know, maybe add the height and width to it as well. Width as 600 pixels. Alrighty, so as you can see, both of them are the same. We did manage to replicate the whole, I don't know, the exact thing that we were trying to make. So now, as a challenge, I would just want you to, you know, code the navigation bar, only one part, the content part or the products part of Algoexpert. You can see the animation that it has over here. So I'm not going to do that. I just want you to do as a challenge, and please put the uh, video that you have done in the description, or the question answer, or wherever that you can share. I'll look at it, I'll give a review, and it would be just nice, and share it with other guys as well. So that's it for this video, and that's it for this section, guys. Congratulations for working it, and you can just find the whole code over here on this particular link. You can pause the video and copy and paste the link, or perhaps write the link on your website, and then get access to this particular code sandbox. Right, thank you guys, see you all guys in the next video. Till then, goodbye and take care.